Welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is February 22nd, 2023, and we're going to be talking about NXT's results. We had an NXT Championship match, and we got an interesting Grayson Waller's Effect edition on NXT's Roadblock. I believe that's going to be next week. NXT Roadblock. I believe that's supposed to be the last stop, the last special edition before Stand and Deliver. Just like Elimination Chamber was the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania, Roadblock is the last special edition of NXT. Not last, but you know what I mean. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe WWE 2K23, the people that made 2K, I believe this is who made 2K, they had a Twitch stream. I watched it. We saw some things. We saw some finishers from some of the NXT stars and the women's division. I didn't really care for the women's because all of those women's finishers was already in 2K22, like Asuka and Bianca Belair. But they show Braun Breakers and they show Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller was sick. I'm happy that they got that in the game because I downloaded the Grayson Waller, but they don't have his finisher. I use a wheelbarrow stunner. Now in 2K23, we could use his normal. His right stunner. My eyes are dried out and now they're itchy. I don't know why. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe they're going to tell us about a DLC because they did the same thing that Bray Wyatt does when sometimes there's something splashes on the screen. That's happened twice on the stream. But the first time, they did not even mention it. The chat was telling them about it, and then when they were about to end the stream, they said something about it. But ladies and gentlemen, the stream showed bad news. Is bad news Barry going to be part of the game? That would be pretty cool to see. He could be in my current show if I could do that because he's currently in WWE. But, ladies and gentlemen, will Bray Wyatt be part of the WWE's DLC? We will find that out maybe next week on March 1st. But, ladies and gentlemen, we will find that out. But we do know that tomorrow, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, Pacific Time, well, you know what time that is. I don't know what time that would be on Pacific Time. Up, Up, Down, Down is going to reveal some of the stars of their overalls. On the Twitch stream, they showed Carmelo Hayes, Katana Chance, and Kaden Carter's. Carmelo, I believe he's an 82. Kaden Carter is a 76. And Katana Chance is a 79, I believe. So, I understand it's their... Carmelo Hayes and Kaden Carter, it's their first game, right? So they're not going to be higher up in their first game. So they're not going to be high. Kaden Carter, I think it's pretty cool for Kaden Carter to be a 76. And there's going to be some people that is very low. Lower than Kaden Carter. There's going to be some people. Maybe Akira Tozawa. But not Kaden Carter, I guess. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will be watching the Up, Up, Down, Down, and I will see all these things. Maybe they will give us some hints of the DLC, or maybe they say in the next week on the Twitch stream that we're going to get the DLCs. Maybe we get early. Because last year, they showed us on not 2010, on March 10th that the DLCs, but they could give us one pack every single week until the game comes out. Well, maybe not when I get the game, but they could, because I get on the 14th. I get on the Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, I get on Tuesday. On a Tuesday. So, yeah, I think, but I think on the launch day, I think because they normally do their streams like Tuesday or Wednesday. So if they're doing it on Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe they could try and finish all the DLCs, announcing them, or they're just going to give us the whole list of DLCs like they did in last year's game. Just give us a whole list on their website. We will find that out maybe next week, or they will just tell us one pack, and then the other week the other pack, and then the other week the other pack. Or maybe one week they do 2 packs because there's 5, and technically we have like 3 weeks left for the game to come out. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing going here on NXT. We're going to talk about NXT now because we got some NXT matches here. And not a lot of interesting segments. In 2 weeks, there will be an NXT Women's Championship match. It will be Miko will be versing Roxanne Perez. But we heard that next week, because Zoe Stark has opened her mouth, she will be versing Miko. Miko will have her exhibition before her match. I guess a warm-up, whatever you want to call it. But she helped Roxanne train. Well, she was helping a whole bunch of students train, and then Roxanne got involved in the training. Every other student couldn't do it except for Roxanne Perez. Roxanne did the warm-up and she did the training. So, well, let's see how that match goes. So let's get to the matches, right? Because there's not a lot of big segments that happen. Tyler Bate said some words, and then the Schism came out and they want to attack Tyler Bates. All that stuff. So let's get to the match. First match, we have Dragunov will be versing Trick Williams. And ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. A little distraction from JD. But it didn't really work out so well because Dragunov beats Trick Williams in a match. But JD is not happy that Dragunov won the match, but he did not attack him. But we will see what happens. So after the whole Dyad and Tyler Bate, and then he got saved by the Chase University, we had the tag team match between Dyad versus Andre Chase and Duke Hudson. And ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match, but there was a little distraction from Ava Rain trying to get closer to Thea Hale because she is terrified. And then Andre Chase is trying to help Hale, trying to keep Rain away from her. But Duke Hudson was just getting beat up by Dyad. But how many times Duke Hudson did the same thing with Andre Chase, that he walked away on them, or he ran away, or he tried to help Thea as well. But at the end, Duke Hudson told Andre Chase, isn't this a university? Thea Hale has to grow up and all that stuff. So I'm guessing Duke Hudson is blaming Hale for the loss. And then he walked out. So he did the same thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, that happened there. Then we had Jacy Jane will be versing Indy Hartwell. And ladies and gentlemen, Jacy Jane was having the upper hand until she got attacked by her former tag team partner, Gigi Dolan, because Gigi Dolan got her head smashed into the door. And now she came back and made her return, and ladies and gentlemen, and then they just brawled out of the arena. But Jacy Jane wins by DQ. Then we had Gallus versus Malik Blade and Edris in a non-title match. There was a little distraction from 2 people delivering a cake to Gallus. And then ladies and gentlemen, Gallus beats Malik Blade and Edris, and then the 2 cake guys come in the ring and told Gallus why they're giving them a cake. It's a 2-year anniversary of Gallus losing to the Pretty Deadly. I guess they lost to them on NXT UK, because I don't think Pretty Deadly beats Gallus in a match on NXT. But ladies and gentlemen, and then the Gallus attacked the two cake men, smashed their face into the cake until they got attacked by the Pretty Deadly with chairs, and then start smashing Wolfgang and Mark Coffey into the stairs multiple times. And ladies and gentlemen, will we see new tag team champions? Maybe at World Block. We will find out. Then we had Tony D'Angelo versus Von Wanger. Von is still having his problems with Mr. Stone, because Mr. Stone wants Von Wanger to tell him about him to help Von Wanger to win matches. He doesn't know anything about Von Wanger, and he wants to change that. So, ladies and gentlemen, when Von was having his match with Tony, you just saw Mr. Stone not doing his job as a manager. He just sat in the chair. And Von is asking, what are you doing? You're supposed to help me. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stone, I guess he's going to do the hard way. Well, Von Wanger chose the hard way to listen to Von Wanger, to Mr. Stone. Will that happen? But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Tony D'Angelo. And then we had the interviewer interviewing Tony D'Angelo and asking about Dijak, and he says they're going to finish it once and for all in 2 weeks at NXT's Roadblock, and he issued a challenge to Dijak into a jailhouse street fight. We will find out what Dijak says. Remember, the guy broke his finger, so I hope he's fine to wrestle. Then we had Alba Fire will be versing Ivy Nile, and ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, with a little distraction from Tatum Paxley getting attacked while she was trying to get on the apron, and she got attacked by, and then a whole bunch of things happened there. The winner of that match was Alba Fire. But Tatum Paxley, Ivy Nile was trying to help Paxley up. She just shoves her, trying to shove her away. But ladies and gentlemen, Ivy Nile told Tatum, you should come out with me because we're a tag team. But I don't think Tatum is really part of the Diamond Mine. So, are they a tag team? Then we have Braun Breaker defending his NXT Championship against Jinder Mahal. It was a pretty decent match, not bad. But the winner of that match was Braun Breaker retaining the title. And when he was doing his celebration on the balcony, there was Carmelo Hayes getting ready to get his title shot. But ladies and gentlemen, he has a match against Tyler Bates next week. So we will see what happens there. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If we do get the DLC announcements next week, I don't know, it's just a tease, because they did a Bray Wyatt gimmick thing on their stream to tell us that when is the next Twitch stream is going to be, and it's going to be, it sounds like it's going to be on March 1st on a Wednesday. Maybe they will announce DLCs, or they will do it before they do their Twitch stream, and then they will talk about it, try to do a recap of these things, because sometimes they do that, or they show some exclusives. We saw a picture of Finn Balor. We saw Matt Riddle's entrance. He has the scooter now. That's very cool. But he doesn't have the birds flying like that graphic thing. Kind of. I wish they did have that, but I'm happy with the scooter, and they had the pyro. I thought it was all four corners does the pyro, but right now it's just two corners. But at least they tried. We saw finishers. I already told you guys that. They show us the NXT, a trailer of NXT, of their entrances and their finishers, like Lions, Braun Breaker, Roxanne Perez. Who else did they show? I don't know who else they showed, but they showed a whole bunch of people in there. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to see what this game is all about. We have 3 weeks. Technically, I don't count this week, because this week is almost over, It's almost a half a week right now. Wednesday's a half a week. But ladies and gentlemen, technically, for me, I count 2 more weeks. We have 2 more weeks for this game. Do I have a calendar on my tablet? I believe I do. Do I do it? Yes, I do. Hold on, guys. So we got this week. So we got that week. That's 1, 2. Yeah, so we got 2 weeks until the game comes out. Because we're on that week. March is next week, so we got 3 days there. But that's 1 week. And that's 2 weeks. And you don't count the week that the game comes in. Or if you're getting it on the 17th, maybe you will. But me, I get it on the 14th. So technically, I got 2 weeks left. If you got the icon or the deluxe edition, I believe, right? That's the 2 editions that you get on March 14th. I think so. Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't show all the current pay-per-views that's going to be on the game. I think that might be on launch day because it's going to be the same pay-per-views that was happened this year or last year, mostly last year. So that's going to happen there. And My Rise arenas as well. And they just have DLC to tell us. So they got a couple arenas to tell us. I think that's going to be on launch day. And maybe My Rise will be on launch day as well. Or they will tell us more about that. And then they have DLCs as well. So 3 things, I believe. Or 2. DLCs, arenas. What else I said? I don't remember what else I said. I know arenas and DLCs, they didn't announce yet what's happening there. And My Rise arenas, but that's the same thing. I think there's only 2 things they need to announce. But I think when they're doing the current pay-per-views, that will be on your universe mode. Defaults on your universe mode. I believe they will show it on launch day, or they will tell us. But they don't really have to tell us that because it's going to be on launch day. So everything that happened last year is going to be in the game. So every pay-per-view that happened last year is going to be in the game. So yeah, that's happening there. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm always excited while playing these games. Because I'm a wrestling fan. And ladies and gentlemen, we got some new guys. We got Cody Rhodes making his return to the game. I'm happy. So let's see what happens in this game. We're still counting down the days. We have almost 19 more days, guys, on Thursday. That's the next goal for me. It was 29 days last week. Now the goal is 19 because we're getting closer to 10, 5, and then we end there. I can't wait for it. But ladies and gentlemen, I will be going to a wrestling event on the last weekend before the game comes out. So there's a lot of wrestling for this weekend to kill some time. So I can't wait for that. Mostly my weekends are boring. So I got chores to do. So ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for AEW results. That's all for me today. Tell us out. Bye.